think so.
It's working. Okay, click. Hello, welcome. It's great. That's great. Okay, great. Yes, I love this. I love.
Okay.
Bed made of money. Party.
Make pee-pee. Make pee-pee. Uber cars. Blue chew.
What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on?
Look at that. That is a freaking predator right there. Can't do this anymore, man.
Perverts. Hi.
Fix this. Somebody says Dr. Sanjay Gupta. Good contribution to the program. Hey, what's up, everybody?
What's up, man? About time to come do the live crap.
Okay, you giving me a hard time about being late?
Yes, you're late. You piece of shit. You should be killed and die.
That's pretty harsh, jeez. Let's see what people are saying in the chat, first and foremost. Forget you were starting early. Just uploaded a 4 p.m. mountain premiere video. If you're funny, I'll skip, okay? You was mentioned on Majority Report today. It was me! Okay, they weren't talking about my comment, but I wished it was my comment. Yeah, people are cool about that, always asking to get me on the Majority Report, and then Sam Cedar just ignores it. He just says... It's pretty sad. Pretty sad stuff. How do I learn a Slavoj Žižek impression, brah? I think, honestly, the way that I learned is just from listening to him. Like, I didn't really practice it that much. Elden Ring, more like Sheldon Ring. More like young Sheldon Ring. What's this? I'm trying to play some older Ring, and there's my favorite YouTuber. Oh, thanks, man. Can you take a second away from grabbing the tuchus of those monsters? Oh, what is that game? Oh, I gotta put a sword in a monster's butt. Oh, man. It's pretty weird, sad, sick stuff. And I think people need to be reported for playing that game. And, great. Happy 420. Is it 420? Yeah, it is right now, 420. Great. Let's talk to a few people. And then, oh man, I forgot to say. Special guest on the show today, Grimes. Grimes will be on the show.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Perverts. Perverts.
People who play Elden Ring spend too much time sitting on their tuchus. Ooh. That guy's firing shots in the chat. Let's talk to Laura real quick. Laura, hello?
Hey.
Hey, what's up, Laura? How are you doing?
Good. I feel so awake. I feel rejuvenated, refreshed.
Wow, yeah, because usually the show is at like 4 a.m. your time, right?
Yes, exactly that time.
How's everything going? I saw, what is this video you posted of some kind of special blinds or something that you have in your house?
Yes, I got roller blinds installed so I can like do that thing that they do in The Purge where they lock down their house and nothing can get in. That's what's happening right now.
Oh, damn. Are you trying to kidnap? You like kidnap people and you put them in there? It looks like kind of
No, I like to sleep like a corpse.
Right.
I also use like earplugs and sleep in complete darkness. And my mom, she once told me like, yeah, I once had to wake you up and it was really scary because I thought you were like A, unconscious or B, dead because I couldn't wake you up.
Oh boy, Laura, I love it. You're like, do you do this kind of stuff where you're like you're all panicked when you wake up?
Kinda. There was this one time where my mom, she cut open her hand on like a piece of tile, a chipped piece of tile.
Oh.
And I was like doing my usual corpse nightly beauty sleep. And she came into my room and I'm like, all I could remember is there was a lot of light, a lot of noise. Mom was being annoying, whatever. And then I was like, oh, what do I have to do? Do I need to put pants on for this? That's the thing I remember saying as I woke up. Because I knew she needed me for something. And then I saw that she was like holding her hand closed. It was dripping blood all over our apartment.
Oh, whoa.
And she was like, I just need you to like hold this towel, wrap this towel around my hand, because she was gonna drive herself to the ER. And then by the time I was fully awake, I was there left over to, mop up some blood. I guess she got stitches. It was fine. It was just funny.
She's all right. She made it through.
Yeah.
Still alive.
She's a trucker.
Still alive.
Uh-huh.
Okay, good.
Yep.
So what in this corpse sleep? What are we talking? Are we having dreams? What kind of dreams are we talking here?
Oh, I used to have really bad medicated dreams where I would dream about like huge buildings that have waves in them, like tsunami-sized waves inside of buildings. Oh! And you would get crushed up to the ceiling in like the waves.
Oh my god.
And then also, I would also dream about like infinite toilet hallways where there would be this like sub basement and it's like a huge room and like a square room, not a hallway, a square room.
Toilets.
And it would be lined with toilet stalls, but the American ones where you can still see the edge.
Oh, okay. Wait, what kind of toilets do they have? What kind of toilets are your toilets?
Like how
hole in the ground.
You know how? No. So our toilets would be a full installed door that you would see between two rooms in a regular house.
Oh, wow.
Like a fully floor to whatever the top of the doorpost door.
Yeah.
Usually a small little faucet hand washer with it.
Oh, that's
our
cool.
usual.
This is a cool sounding toilet. I'm gonna be honest.
We don't have bidets though. You need to go to Japan for that.
Oh yeah,
ones.
they're way ahead on the bidet game.
Toilets.
Oh, well, Laura, I had a really vivid dream last night that I was hanging out with Tim Dillon. You know who Tim Dillon is? He's that guy who's on like every YouTube video. You can look him up.
I know his name, but and I know his face, but he says his face says nothing to my brain.
He's one of the stars of the Joe Rogan Experience. I had this weird dream that I'm hanging out with Tim Dillon, and he's like, we're gonna drink, and I'm like, I don't know, I have to drive, and then he's like, don't worry about it, and then that was it. Tim Dillon trying to convince me to drunk drive. So pretty. Oh,
that's
pretty exciting stuff.
You know, that's your subconscious telling you
Party.
You know, if Tim Dillon ever peer pressures you, now you know how to react because your brain prepared you for that. So
that's what dreams are, man. Dreams are.
This is what dreams are made of.
Exactly. Well, Laura, I'm really happy you're getting all this stuff done in your home. Keep us updated on what's up. I'm glad you could actually listen to the show and watch the show.
Hell yeah. I'm glad to be the first one.
You're the first one on the new improved show.
Hell yeah.
All right, bye-bye.
Let's go to Europe.
Bye-bye, Laura. Talk to you later. Classic Laura. Dreaming of toilets.
Toilets.
These dreams go on.
Toilets.
Hell yeah. Do we have... Okay, I don't know if we have Grimes yet, but Grimes will be on the show today, guys, to talk. Wow, Grimes has been up to a lot, man. Grimes has been up to a lot. Is she on?
Hey, what's up, moron?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, let's give her. Grimes, thank you so much for joining the show.
Yeah, no problem. Not like I got anything else going on, but to get on this low viewership.
Come on.
I'm just giving you a hard time. Well, how you doing?
Great. So Grimes, you've been keeping yourself in the spotlight.
Yeah, I gotta keep the ball in the air, if you know what I mean.
You gotta keep the ball in the air.
Yeah, I gotta keep my ass in the news, you know. So I'm gonna get up to some crap, you know. I get up to a little bit of crap, keep my ass in the spotlight, you know, so I can kind of keep this thing going.
And this thing being
making money.
Okay, great. Grimes, so I guess the biggest story for you, Grimes, is that you are dating Chelsea Manning. Is it?
Yeah, totally. Dating Chelsea Manning. What do you think of that?
I mean, it's something. I never know what to believe with you because, you know, you've been on the show a couple times, and there was at one point you lost your baby, one of your babies.
No, well, come on. That was a joke.
Okay, so you didn't lose your baby.
Like I told you, my baby is somewhere in the California area.
Okay, still.
I mean, I did not know California's pretty big.
Okay, well, you need to find that baby. Anyway, so you're dating Chelsea Manning.
Yes.
So why don't you tell us how did this start? Like, how did you meet Chelsea Manning and so on?
Well, it was kind of an arranged thing, actually.
It was an arranged thing?
Yeah, it was sort of arranged.
By who?
Well, this is where it gets kind of...
Okay, you just break into song?
This is where it gets kind of interesting. Is that, it was kind of arranged in that this guy, I still don't know too much about this guy, but he wore a suit, I know that.
Okay, so some guy in a suit.
Yeah, some guy in a suit. He was kind of in a, what I would describe as sort of an unmarked car.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he said, "Hey, Grimes. Hey, are you Grimes?" You know, just kind of walking. You know what I was doing, actually?
What were you doing?
Have you seen, are you familiar with that video where that guy Slavoj Žižek is walking down the sidewalk and he's kind of shoving dogs into his face hole?
Yeah, I have seen that video.
Yeah, I was trying to reenact that video, actually. I'm rushing down, you know, sort of a sidewalk, shoving those dogs, you know, just sort of, I don't want to say deep-throating the dogs.
Okay, come on, Grimes.
So I'm doing that. I'm trying to reenact that video that I love so much, where Slavoj is just kind of, you know, I would say not chewing. It doesn't look like he's chewing those dogs.
Okay, so you're trying to reenact the video of Slavoj Žižek rushing down the sidewalk, not chewing, but just sort of like,
Yeah, just sort of. I guess those dogs were kind of just sliding down.
Yeah, okay, let's give Slavoj Žižek a break. So, and then what?
This guy it was actually two guys. They're both they're both in suits, they both have glasses, and they pull up next to me and they say, hey, Grimes, you know, and I'm like, here we go. Some of these morons are gonna ask me for an autograph.
That's how you think of your fans?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, here we go. Moron alert, get the Sharpie, because these slobs are gonna want me to sign their CD-ROM or whatever.
Okay, uh-huh.
So, but no, it was much different. They're like, hey Grimes, we actually have someone we want you to meet. And they had a picture of Chelsea Manning, and they were like, why don't you, I think you guys should meet each other.
It sounds really weird, Grimes.
Yeah, it's totally normal. I think it's totally normal.
Sounds like these guys might work with some kind of, let's just say agency in the government.
What are you talking about? They're like, yeah, you guys should kind of hang out, you know, see where it goes, and then kind of let us know what's up, you know, kind of get, you know, don't tell her about this.
Okay, it sounds like you're doing spy work on Chelsea Man.
No, come on, what? No, you know what it actually reminds me of?
What?
My favorite character in a movie. Are you familiar with this movie? Is it William Wonka?
Yeah, William Wonka.
William Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, where that guy is Slugworth.
Yeah, Slugworth, the bad guy.
Well, I wouldn't say bad, but you know, he's my favorite character. He comes up and he's like, "Hey, Willie," or what's the kid's? Is the kid Willy Wonka?
No, the kid is Charlie Bucket.
Yeah, Charlie. I don't know about that. He tells Charlie, he's like, hey, like, go do the right thing and get, you know, steal one of those everlasting gobstoppers.
Do the right thing.
Yeah, Charlie messed up at the end. He didn't steal that gobstopper,
So the bad guy, Slugworth, in Willy Wonka is your favorite character.
Yeah, he's sort of the most empathetic, I think. You know, he's with the way he looks and acts in the beginning of the movie. I'm like, wow, seems like a nice guy.
Okay, that's the opposite effect they wanted you to have. So it really sounds like you're spying on Chelsea Manning for the CIA or something.
Oh my God, you're a moron. Okay, true and on. All right, you need to calm down with the podcast. You know, you don't know what you're talking about. That's A.
Okay, that's A.
And then B, you're a moron.
Okay, wow. So, that's great. That's great, Grimes. What a disaster you're always getting yourself into.
Yeah, well, no, it's great. It's great, actually. And I do have some leads on the baby.
You have some leads on where your baby is?
Yeah, I saw a picture in a magazine of a baby. And I'm like, oh, that kind of looks like my baby. Maybe I should, I don't know, contact the magazine or something?
What magazine was it?
One of those, like, the Bust or something.
Bust? Does that magazine even still exist?
I think it might have been Maximum Rock and Roll or something like that.
Okay, Grimes. Let's get rid of her. I don't know what she's doing. Put her down the
Toilets. Toilets.
Sounds like she's doing spy work. Sounds like she's doing spy work for the CIA on Chelsea Manning. Okay, let's talk to some people. Enough with this crap.
Yes, enough with these bits. What is this comedy bits? Oh, hey, I came up with the bit. You know, what is that? It's ridiculous.
Okay. Slavoj Žižek, not a fan. R.M. Brown, are you worrying about escalation of war? Like some bio or nuke attack? I live next to Ukraine. Oh, you should come on the... Lady staff, you should come on the Discord. I live in Ukraine. It's kind of nerve-wracking. Yeah. I would imagine. I'm not surprised, and you should not feel guilty or anything about being nervous. This is a horrible situation. By the way, big fan of your channel and Shenny Bambino. Shenny Bambino?
Oh my god. I wouldn't be scared.
Yeah, right, Ben. Come on.
Actually, if I lived close enough, I would go march right up to Vladimir. What is his name?
Vladimir Putin.
I would march right up to his ass, his bald ass, and I would say, "Cut the crap, moron."
That's something about you, Ben Shapiro, is that you're a real internet tough guy.
No, I'm a real life tough guy. I would march right up, I would kick him square in the penis, and then he'd be crying, and I would say, "Now in the war, you idiot."
I guarantee you would not do that.
Yes, I absolutely would. And then, if any of his agents came to me, I would John Wick all of their asses.
Okay, you are the definition of an internet tough guy.
Yeah, you're a definition of a moron.
Okay, get him out of here. He's worse than Grimes. Pian, are you there?
Hello.
Pian alert. Pian alert.
Piss alert.
Pian alert. He's here.
Keep that little smog.
Ian Brown in the toilet.
What's up, Pian? Are you keeping your little smug? What's going on with you?
I'm keeping my little smug, thank you so much for changing out that link. It means a lot.
No problem.
I won't need to plug that. But
go to
I
Pian's.
recommend a movie.
Let's give you a proper shout out. Go to Pian's link. He's got a link in the description. This is what I understand you're doing. You want a lot of people to buy into your crypto thing, and then you're going to cash out, and they're all going to be left holding the bag. Is that how it works? Or well, I might have that wrong.
Yeah, I have my own branded rug pull type scheme going on called ENFTs.
PNFTs, hell yeah, I like this. Well, Pian's a nice guy, so I would say let him do a rug pull on you.
Yeah, let me do a nice little rug pull. It'll happen while you're sleeping. You won't even notice.
Party.
You'll just be on a different surface.
Exactly. Don't be weird about it. Just come on.
I'll say that as I'm doing it when you wake up. Don't be weird about it. Don't.
Come on. I'm trying to do my rug pull. Don't ruin it. Well, you have a movie recommendation?
Yeah. I have a few, but I'll just give I'll be short.
Is it a Pornhub? Is it a Pornhub movie like last time you recommended?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's and these are movies that to be clear that I also haven't seen, but they were Film Fest movies by our good friend Adam. Your movie sucks.
Yes. YMS on YouTube.
My taste in like movies are very much close to his, so like he's the one that I would say I got these recommendations from.
Mm-hmm.
But the first one is Intergalde, INTREGALDE.
Intergalde.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I'll read the first little bit. The suspense story follows 3 humanitarians whose mission in a remote village called Intergalde
Mm-hmm.
in Apuseni Mountains in a remote area of Transylvania to offer inhabitants various goods.
Oof.
And then it's I from what Adam said, it's like intense kind of like drama
Mm-hmm.
type, and yeah, it looks really good.
Intergalde. Okay. Where's this movie from? Is it Sweden? Is it Swedish? Let's see.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, it's Romanian.
Yeah, Romanian.
It's looking real good. Okay. If it's too scary, Pian, you're gonna be in big trouble, my man, because I'm not gonna be able to sleep,
Yeah. Speaking of sleep, I have toilet-related dreams too. If I could say.
Wow. Could this possibly be a match between you and Laura? Could maybe be a match because You know, you could bond on your mutual toilet dreams.
Toilets.
Yeah, that'll
Toilets.
be if only it were that easy.
Well, what are these toilet dreams you're having?
You know those like play places at McDonald's.
I like
It's
this
it's
already.
like-
Yeah.
It's like a slightly larger version of those, so like you could fit slightly better
Mm-hmm.
in them, but it's completely tiled.
Perverts.
It's like tubes like that,
Mm-hmm.
and then the end is one of the squares, and there's a toilet at the end of it, but it's in a windowless, like dark hallway. Like it's at
Wow.
the end of like it's really weird, and like sometimes the toilet will be overflowing,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes it won't. Sometimes I'll just reach the end of the hallway, and it's just like,
Damn,
okay, like I don't have to use the bathroom. It's just like, what the fuck?
I'd say forget Intergold. I would watch a movie about that, where you got to like climb through this creepy McDonald's playground thing to take a giant dump. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I love this. P, I'm gonna check this movie out, and I like this dream. Maybe we'll do a segment like the P and Dream Diary. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I'm down.
All right. Well, I love it. P, everybody check out Pian's link in the description, and I will talk to you later, PP. Bye bye. Good guy.
Toilets.
Really good guy.
Great guy. He's doing those scams all the livelong day.
Yeah, he is. He's in the NFT scam world. We call it.
Party.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
He's a bad guy, actually. He's doing those scams. He's like, you know what I don't want to do is do work. I want to get people in on my crap. And then, last minute, when that NFT or whatever crap is at the top, I say, bye-bye. I take the money and you'll never hear from me again.
That seems like something you would do, Slavoy.
Yes, absolutely. Do you think I want to keep doing this forever? Doing these droning on and on at some college campus? You know, oh, Lenin said this and Trotsky said that forever. No, what I want to do is, go out and drink and then smoke weed all day,
So you don't like giving those speeches.
No, you know what the worst part of my speech is?
What?
The worst part of my speeches are those guys who they introduce me.
Yes, those are the worst.
Yes, they are like, oh, my time in the spotlight has come. I'm going to give it a 20-minute introduction for Slavoy. When everybody's like, get this ass out of here. I just want to hear Slavoy.
That is a thing on your lectures or whatever. Is there's always somebody at the college that you're speaking at who's like gives a 20-minute introduction.
Yes, one time one of those guys was doing that and I jump kicked him. I jump kicked his ass and his papers went flying everywhere.
Okay, good God. These guests, man. They're not great. 50%, are you there?
Hi.
Yes.
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how you doing?
We are good.
You got more than one person there?
Well, we got me,
Hi.
Asian Piano Man, and we're here with friend of the show.
Mike.
Hey, Mike, what's up?
Nothing much, man. I just found this this online soundboard with all your drops, and I've just been having fun with that.
Wow.
Yeah, shout out to the creator of that.
For real.
Somebody created this?
Honestly, it honestly just makes me want to. I don't know if you can hear that.
It sounded like it cut off, like he was like beat a kid.
Well, you know what I mean. You know what I was going for.
Hit us with another one.
Yeah.
Anyways, we had a few preguntas for you.
Let's hear it.
All right, I guess I'll go first.
Okay.
So, were you at the AOC rally few weeks ago.
I was
We're
not
also
at no at Mohawk. She was at Mohawk in Austin. I heard about it, but I didn't go.
Wait, was she playing with the band at Mohawk?
She's in a noise band too, like Slavoj Žižek. I think, from what I understand, she has like 40 or 50 like effects pedals, and I think she uses her voice. She does a kind of like looping thing, and then she puts her voice through it, and it kind of gradually gets more and more distorted. Is what I could have that wrong, because some of the pictures, it looks like she was just giving a political speech, but from what I understand, and I may have dreamt this, she does a noise performance, sort of like Slavoj Žižek.
It's a very like interesting art form, you know. I think they really need to. Oh, anyway, what
I think that she's trying to do some kind of a comment on, you know, politics in the U.S. where it's just kind of performative, you know, and she's kind of making a comment on that by, you know, she'll give her political speech, you know, but she'll put it through all these pedals, so she's like, oh look, it's kind of degrading, you know, the sort of discourse is degrading. I think that's what it is. I think she's good. That's the comment she's trying to make.
You know, honestly, like I think she's probably lip syncing the whole time.
Yeah, I think so. Oh man, shots fired at AOC. She's gonna be so upset when she hears this, man. I hope she doesn't hear it.
Dang, she's gonna get the cops on my ass.
So, do you guys use this soundboard in real life? Or are you like, you know, if you're like, you do?
Now that we found it like 20 minutes ago, yes.
Maybe you could use it in like life situations where you're like, hey, if I don't get my food soon, I'm going to beat a kid at Walmart, you know? Like could be pressing that thing all the time.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Hell yeah. Well,
did you have another question you want to ask him?
Yeah, please hit us with more questions.
CK Louis.
Yeah, we want to, I guess, get more of your thoughts on the Batman, because personally we were pretty big fans. We've seen it a few times now, and we're planning to see it probably more.
You liked it? You guys liked it?
No, I hated it. Going to see it a fourth time.
Well, let me ask you. What did you guys like about it? Did you like the sort of I was listening to Jake Flores' podcast, and he was talking about how he liked that the Batman. What was it? He was basically making some kind of a comparison that Batman isn't like really hiding his identity anymore. He's making a comparison to sort of like that Batman is sort of the modern like gig worker, where he doesn't kind of like have to put on the office performance. He's just kind of always himself. What did you guys like about the Batman?
I mean, personally, I'm not like the biggest like comic fans. You know, I've seen like a few different iterations, like the Nolan films, and like the DCU ones. And I just liked seeing a different take on the character, where he is always in sort of like Batman is his primary, and like he's more like pretending his hardest to not be Batman when he's Bruce Wayne.
I kind of felt that vibe too. Like he was just fully down the rabbit hole on his crap.
I mean, I personally thought all the performances were the highlight. Like everyone is just really entertaining in it, especially like John Turturro and Colin Farrell. You know what? I'm glad you brought that up. The problem I have is that I could never, ever see John Turturro as a bad guy. Till now. There you go. Hey, have you been watching Severance on Apple TV Plus? No, is it good? It's pretty good. It's got John Turturro in it. Really? Is he a bad guy in it? I don't. So we're only like halfway through the season, so no one really knows at this point. Have you seen the Spike Lee film Clockers? That's a no for me. He's actually kind of a bad guy in that, because he plays a sort of a racist detective in New York, you know, harassing young black people. So maybe check that. You know what? But even in that, it's like
he just seems like such an innocent guy to me. But so he's good in Severance though too.
Oh yeah, that show's pretty entertaining.
All
It's
right.
got, like a mysterious kind of a mysterious dark vibe.
All right, you sort of sound like you're in a hallway. Get a little closer to the mic. Let's hear how it sounds.
Gotcha. I'm pretty close now. How about
Ooh,
now?
that sounds pretty good. All right. Well, I should probably let you go, but I love you guys. Thank you so much for
Love you too,
calling
man. Love
in.
your work.
Keep-
Also, in your description, you still say stream 8 p.m. Monday.
Oh.
Shots fired.
Great job, Moran. Another fail for the show.
Yes, it is a lot of fails on this show. Thank you for the reminder. I will I fix that? I feel like I'm gonna forget to fix it, but thank you for trying to make the show better. Love you guys. You guys seem really cool. If we gotta hang out like bros and party, okay?
Yeah, man. We're both here in Austin, so.
Oh, perfect. All right.
Yep.
Wait, last question. Did you guys go to the AOC thing?
Yeah. We made eye contact. Not me and Mike, but me and AOC.
No way. Wow.
I don't know for sure, but we were really close.
Did
We
you
were
get
only, like,
vibes? Did you get
5
vibes in person?
Yeah, I mean, I got certain vibes.
Oof.
Yeah, for sure.
So if AOC has a boyfriend, but I will say this. You're not saying this. This is me saying this. AOC, if you ever leave that boyfriend, these guys are available. Okay, I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not trying to make you say any of that. I'm just throwing that out there for AOC. She does watch the show.
Duke it out for AOC then.
Yeah, you guys will have to fight. Oh, you will have to do a series of competitions.
50% musical duo.
All right. Well, love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye bye. Good guys. Good guys. All they want is to, all they want is to try to make something happen with the AOC. I love how you have the guy adjust his mic position right before letting him go. Absolute power move. Oh, wow. Yeah. That's what it's about, I'm doing a lot of it. I'm doing this. I would walk AOC's dog and never have to meet her. RM, how can I transfer my TradCon girlfriend? RM, how can I my TradeCon? How can I transfer my TradCon girlfriend into a leftist? What's wrong with having a TradCon girlfriend? Let her do her thing. What is she doing? She's doing some Dasha Nekranova crap. Have you seen how Dave Rubin's audience is reacting to him being a father now? Yeah, not good. Poor guy, man. What a bad career. What a bad career that poor guy has. And with 2 things in 1 week, him doing that thing where he's wearing a wig, his heart is just not in it. And then he has a kid, which, it's a beautiful thing, supposed to be a beautiful thing, and his Nazi audience, his disgusting Nazi audience that he's sold his soul to gain, is like, this is disgusting. 2 men can't be fathers. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, what? Who did you target, bro? You fucked up, dude. That's what I would say to Dave Rubin.
Make pee-pee.
See if we got it. Hold on. He's really getting a
churning of ideas.
I do have sympathy for somebody says no sympathy for Dave Rubin. I do have sympathy for him because it really, I was gonna do forever ago, year and something ago, I was gonna do a video about him because he started off on the Young Turks doing like videos like, what if Mia Khalifa fell into a bowl of spaghetti? Like, it was all like these clickbait things about porn and Marvel movies and stuff. Like, I think he just wanted to like get an audience by any means necessary, and then he kind of tripped and fell backwards into like the kind of weird right-wing stuff, and then he probably got locked into it because people started calling him you know, a Nazi and stuff. I think he's just like clueless as to like what's going on or where he is, you know. I get that vibe from him. Dave Rubin's BlackBerry Chipotle Kratom disposable vape company. You've been greatly missed. Thanks, tracking problems. Good name.
Toilets. Toilets.
He's some kind of a VHS boy. Dave Israel takes on TYT where dumpster fire. Oh, is he like a big like Israel guy? He's you know, I don't think I get the impression he just really is one of these guys who really just doesn't care. He just wants money and an audience. And he wants to take...
Can't do this anymore, man.
He wants to say...
Can't do this anymore, man.
And take...
Uber cars.
Oh, man. Oh. I live in this apartment that's falling apart. So they always have to come and repair something. And they always come at like 4 a.m. They're like, hey, we're here. And then they're like for like 6 hours, you know? And then I go like this. And then they made it worse even today because they were like spray painting something. I haven't even looked. I don't even know what they've done out there, but it's like this intense spray paint smell in this place now. I don't know what these a-holes, I don't know what these wads, as I call them, are doing out there. Anyway, okay. Let's talk to... Oh, Lady Bean Dip, are you there?
Hi. Hi.
Lady Bean Dip, are you there? Unmute yourself. God damn you.
Are you there? We're going to give you a couple of chances. Uh-oh. Here we go. Lady Bean Dip, are you there?
Dude, listen, that was such a boomer move of having the mute on, and like I was like enthusiastically talking. Now I feel very sad.
Oh my god, what are you, my grandpep? What's going on with you?
You know what? Might as well be a grandpep. That was embarrassing.
Well, you figured it out. That's what's important. And now you're here.
You know, exactly. That makes me at the forefront of technology. Elon Musk prodigy.
What's up? What's going on with you, Lady Bean Dip?
You know what? It's all good. I was stood up today.
Oh, what happened?
Yeah.
You were on a Bumble date or something?
No, I'm being dramatic. I was supposed to go on a quick lunch date at like 12 p.m. our time. And the like conditions were set. They were like, oh, this is like after I have my 2 meetings in the morning, I'm done. We can have a quick lunch date. And then I got all ready and like I'm like excited. I'm sitting and they're like, oh, the meetings have run late. And then it got a bit too late. And then it was like, okay, let's reschedule because they have to drive back to like another town. So I was like, dude, this is understandable. I know you had work, everything's fine, whatever. But now hours later, it's in the evening, and now I'm upset because I'm bored. So it actually has nothing to do with them. It's more so like I'm gonna decide to use this as the reason why I'm bored right now, even if it wasn't happening, I still would have done nothing. And you know what? That's a lot. You know, it's kind of like a metaphor for Ukraine.
Well, it sounds like maybe you were expecting the date to go well. You know, it's like, hey, I got the rest of the day, nothing's going on. So if this thing goes well, it could, you know, just keep going forever. You know.
I mean, it's fine. It's totally fine.
So,
I'm here, and you started the stream early, so thank you so much. I'm like coherent.
Well,
right
let's pry a little bit more into this thing. Here's my final question on this.
Okay.
You know, are you gonna give it another try, or is this person just they completely ghosted you at this point? What's the next step?
No. To be fair, it was very last minute, and they live in another town. So this was like, hey, I'm in town for work.
Oh,
you want to grab lunch?
Right.
So that's why it's like, okay, when they're next back in town, we'll try again. Like, it wasn't, I don't feel ghosted. I'm just deciding to blame my lack of social life on them because it makes me feel better.
You should.
Because-
You should start messaging them that they've ruined everything.
Oh, I did.
Yes.
It's been hours. I've definitely done it, and I've done it subtly too, where like they can apologize even though it's like whatever.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I'm glad I've established how toxic I am.
Yeah,
like 2 minutes.
If anybody out there is planning to maybe set up a date with Lady Bean Dip, know that she's just irreparably toxic.
Listen, so you've been playing political matchmaker with like AOC. I wanna throw my hat in the mix in the political matchmaking.
Ron DeSantis, you want to hang out with?
Oh, maybe Ron DeSantis. That was actually
Boris
thinking
Johnson?
Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham is
Lindsey
the one I was aiming.
Yeah, he's cute.
Yeah.
He's one of the cuter members of Congress. Lindsey
He
Graham.
is a little munchkin. I do want to cuddle him sometimes. He's got some nice cheeks.
He's
like,
got
on
those
his
nice
face.
little rosy cheeks. His name's Lindsay.
Yeah.
That's kind of cute, you know?
That's very cute. So when my friends ask me, I'm like, oh, it's my partner Lindsay, and they can think, it's not, it's a bit like,
Yeah, he's very non-binary. He actually picked that name. He's like, I don't want to, I don't want this super gendered name. I think originally his name was like Bruce or something. His name was.
But even so, he was very masculine when he said Putin should be killed. That's a very masculine thing he did. So he's going against his, stereotypes that people may have about him. So, I just like when people put hits on people. It's like just it's very masculine. So
He's a bit of a tough guy, right?
He's a tough guy. Yeah, he's a tough guy.
He's a tough guy. You could tell the way he's.
Yeah.
You could just tell the way he kind of like carries himself. He's really gonna.
100%.
He seems like a guy who would not like run out of breath, like just walking up, like 5 or 6 stairs.
Oh no. He's got that southern drawl as well. Like that's quite nice. Like that's quite sexy, right?
Yeah, it is, especially the way he does it is like especially sexy.
Oh yeah. Like the little like tremble in his voice too, like the old man tremble.
The
voice.
old man
Like,
tremble. Yeah, he is a very trembly. He's got like the Chihuahua kind of thing where he always seems kind of cold.
Yeah, a silver fox chihuahua, a silver chihuahua.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so if this thing doesn't work out with this person who kind of stood you up, then maybe Lindsey Graham, I'm thinking.
You know what? Lindsey Graham is actually a top choice, but Lindsey's never gonna notice me. So the second best is actually this fucking, what do you call it, jabroni that stood me up today.
Do you have any advice? Do you have any dating advice? Because I think Chippy, she's a friend of the show. Chippy, who also screens people and all this stuff. I think she's having a hard time at her college or whatever. She's trying to she kind of like creeps around, she creeps around the campus trying to like capture a boy. Do you have any advice for her?
Yes, absolutely. So me and Chippy had a little chat about horoscopes in the lobby. She told me she was an Aquarius. So I told her to download a horoscope app, and basically your crush, you find out what their horoscope is, and you check their daily like readings, and that way you can like spy on them without like it being like morally too bad.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's so you can basically get like what the vibe of their life is like. Wow.
Like if they're having a good day, you're like, that's my chance. Like you pounce on that day. If it says like, oh, you're feeling confident, blah blah blah, just be like, wow, you look good today.
Oh.
And then it's like, you got it. You're in there.
Hell yeah, I love this.
That's my cheat sheet. That's like my skill. That's a secret, you guys.
That's pretty
Buy
good.
my ebook.
You're kind of like you're stalking them, but like you're stalking their aura, sort of. I like that.
Yeah, exactly. So is it really stalking? It's kind of moral if you think about it.
It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. Well, Lady Bean Dip, you got anything else before you go bye-bye?
Toilets.
I just wanted to make a note about your Grimes impression.
Oh, let's hear it.
So listen.
You mean when we have Grimes on the show, you mean?
Yes. So
Okay.
I am a big Grimes stan. She
Mhm.
came at the right time, at the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like it's kind of like being a fan of Coldplay when you're 14. Like
Mhm.
at one point you realize like the culture is against them, but you're still attached.
Right.
But so it's like it becomes a bit embarrassing, but at the same time it's like deep in your heart. It's like, oh no.
Well, I think she's a great musician. I mean, obviously, like her hits
Yeah.
are great, you know. But it's just
for-
sort of one of
yeah.
those disappointing things. I mean, look, you know, I mean, her personal life is hers. You know what I mean?
God, she's amazing. The thing is, she's amazing in the way that train wrecks are amazing, but in an ethereal way, right? It's like
Exactly.
in like a magical quality. But I could tell that you've never seen her speak because you're actually quite generous with your impression. The girl can't string like a sentence together.
I know. Yeah, she's. I've seen a couple interviews with her. I mean, it's actually makes her kind of endearing to me.
Yes.
She's got a very childlike manner of speaking that I'm not gonna try to imitate. But
why not? Do you think it's too mean if you do it? I think it's quite funny.
Maybe I'll try it. I do feel like it's because she's
Go
kind of
for
got
it.
a little bit of a lisp too. That if I feel like I could get right into the like being mean zone.
No, you don't have to do the list. I mean, I have a list, but you don't have to do the list. But the girl like use it like just the pauses and I mean, just exactly how I'm talking right now, basically.
All right. Well,
yeah.
well, I'll think about where on the meanness scale this falls. But Lady Bean
go
Dip,
for it.
Lady Bean Dip, I love this idea, and I think people should take this idea if you have some kind of somebody you're obsessed with or have a crush on. Stalk them via horoscope. I like that.
Buy my dating course. Go on my website. Get my ebook.
Yeah, you should come back and give more dating advice like that. All right.
100%. Thanks. Bye bye.
Bye bye, Bean Dip. Love. Bye bye, love. I love. She's great. That's a great idea. That's a great idea to be. You know, I don't know. That's just such a good way to be obsessed with somebody in a harmless way. I'll look into how their day is going from a horoscope. Oh, no, opportunity is gonna arise for them. You know what I mean?
I don't like some of the things she was saying.
Like what?
I don't remember. Anyway, God, she's annoying.
That's not nice.
Oh man, you know, I think I'm just kind of pissed off.
Why?
I think you can guess.
Baby?
Yeah, baby kitten. I'm starting to think I'm never gonna find that baby.
Yeah, how did you lose the baby?
I think. Okay, here's what I think happened. I went into the store to get some Sour Patch. Not Sour Patch Kids, the Just Watermelons.
You went into the gas station?
Yeah, to get some of those Just Watermelon Sour Patch Kids, and I think I was so taken that I was so focused on getting those kids, but they're not kids.
Right, they're watermelons.
Yeah, I was so focused on that the existence of the baby kind of faded from my awareness.
Okay, that's not.
Yeah, so, but here's the bright side though.
There's a bright side to you losing your baby?
Yeah, the bright side is, you know, like what is it, like dogs or whatever, or wolves or pandas or whatever. If they're abandoned when they're a baby, they actually have to become stronger to survive.
Okay, that's a horrible theory. So you think people should just let their babies just like off on their own to become stronger creatures?
You said it, not me.
No, you said it.
No, I think that's horrible, actually. I think that's disgusting.
Well, you're the one who brought it up.
No, absolutely not. You're advocating for some really harsh things on this show, and I, for one, am going to report it to YouTube.
Okay, that's enough. That's going nowhere. Let's read some of these comments. What was somebody saying? They were saying people who were Aquariuses. It was Stavros Halkias. Who was it? Stavros Halkias. Somebody else. And then Dasha Nekranova. Cassandra. Also, but by the way, I don't know what that says about Aquarius, because that seems pretty all over the place to me. Austin is such a nightmare to be a renter in. Our final landlord was literally stalking us toward the end. We had to literally pack. Oh my god. And they weren't. Do you mean they were stalking you via horoscope or IRL, dude? Somebody says they want to debate. I had this dude try to horoscope stalk me. He asked my birthday, and I said I was not into astrology. Matata, you're not into astrology? Like, what? Why not?
Why not? It's so fun. You look at it and you're like, mew, 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 mew.
Yeah, exactly, Grimes. Ask me my birthday. Yeah, I guess it could be annoying if somebody's using it to as a sort of a cheesy excuse to talk to you. Or that could be cute. My mom did the same thing as Grimes, but I think she was getting drugs and not watermelon Sour Patch Kids. Were you actually getting drugs, Grimes?
The only drugs I am doing are...
Those watermelon.
Yeah, those watermelon. It's like that. Sugar's a drug.
Yeah, okay. What are you, a Joe Rogan guest now?
Yeah, they are always talking about sugar. Oh, sugar's actually the most dangerous drug. Oh. Ever tried fentanyl? I say to those people.
So if somebody says sugar is the most addictive drug, you say...
I say, ever tried fentanyl?
Okay, here we go. It's Bertolt Brecht. Bertolt Brecht. Okay, what do these people have in common? Bertolt Brecht, Stavros Halkias. Am I saying his name right? Probably not. And Dasha Nekranova. What do those people have in common? Bertolt Brecht is a kind of outside of the box thinker. So is yeah, there it is. They're all kind of like outsiders. They're all contrarians. Not contrarians, they're just sort of yeah, I would say they're independent thinkers, right? Yeah, there we go. Wow, astrology is actually real. Dang. Okay. Grimes could definitely be one of those people who talks about their psychedelic experience and then very obviously never tried any psychedelics.
Yeah, I was on DMT in the deserts of Machu Picchu.
Okay, no you weren't.
Yeah, and an alien came to me and he said, you need to do more whey protein and do more kettlebell.
Okay, what is that laugh?
Do you like it?
Not really.
How about this one?
No, they're both bad. Oh my god. Grimes, I think, is the worst. One of the worst guests. One of the worst guests on a show. Many say, not me. Sid, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What up?
Oh my god.
Hi.
What up, Sid?
Not much. I just wanted to tell you about the story of mine.
Ooh.
Because I'm like the $6 million... No, I always get this confused. The $6 million man was a robot, right? I feel like
I think he was a half robot of some kind.
Right. No, I feel like I'm just thawed out of ice because I moved to England in like the mid-90s.
Wow.
So like I didn't have any like knowledge of like 90s shows except for Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I watched the shit out of that. So like I've been watching Friends and catching up with like the real life because my friends keep telling me to watch it and saying how great of a show it is, and I'm like, okay, I've heard it's trash, but okay, I'll give it a try.
What, Friends? So, like, you heard Friends was trash?
Like when I've watched like reruns odd occasionally, and I'll be just like, this is shit. How do people like watch this crap? Like, you must be brain dead. Like, brain cells are lost when you're watching that show, right?
Right.
So I do it while I'm on the gym, like in the gym on the row machine. I put like my phone is the foldy one, so you can like rest it on top of like where you actually pull. You can just miss it. I've actually hit it a couple of times as well. So
I gotta say, people are saying cyborg. So you're saying the whatever his name is, the $600 million man or whatever, he's a cyborg. I guess people really want to make that clear. Okay, so go on. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I always get it confused.
Get
but
it right.
Like, as I'm pulling this, right, and I'm like, okay, I could be looking at the calorie screen, or I could be watching the show, and I see myself drifting towards the calorie screen. Like, this show is that boring that I would rather you lose minutes of my life watching my calories burn away than watch this show.
Oh, man.
Like, there's only so many "my wife is a lesbian" jokes I can hear and be like, oh god, this is annoying.
Oh.
Wow, the 90s must have been boring.
Oh god, I think you're right. I saw some clip of it where it's like one of them, I probably have watched a total of maybe like 5 minutes of that show, but I saw some clip that somebody put on TikTok or something, where it's that one of them are brother and sister, and the brother keeps like walking in when his sister's boyfriend is like saying sex stuff to her, and he's like, ew, here we go. So it's like that kind of show, right? It's kind of like, it's a very, very low level, not trying to bother anybody humor.
Yeah, I come from an Asian family, so we repress that shit deep down. Like, we never talk about that. Like, you as someone mentions even if a sex scene, like, all cussing comes on, they tell him my mom's like, fucking turn that shit away.
Wow.
We ain't watching that shit in this house.
Wow. Wow.
So like when I was a kid, right?
Yeah.
So whenever I see like brother and sister talk about sex, I'm like, is this like the start of some sort of porno? Like, am I on Pornhub now? Like, are they just gonna be like, what are you doing, step bro?
Well, you know what? Maybe this could be a recurring thing. You watch Friends, and then you come and report to us like, oh my god, like, here's what happened on the Friends episode that I watched. We could do like the Friends report, because I think there's something funny about somebody who hates Friends still watching Friends.
Yeah, to be fair to you, I did start watching it just so I could actually, like, with all my feelings, say, this is shit. Like, you know what I mean?
You wanted to just confirm. You wanted to confirm your initial suspicions about this thing.
I'll tell you something that you did know that was really good, that you'll probably think, oh, this guy must be kidding me. I'd never listened to the Beatles until, like the start of, like, just near the end of 2021.
Oh my gosh.
So I spent my growing up years listening to like gangster rap, so none of the Beatles.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right,
that makes sense.
So when I started listening to the Beatles, like, my best friend is a massive Beatles fan. So it's like 6 months in, I've listened to like their entire discog. It's like, these Beatles are really good, Like, seriously, like, this is the best thing I've heard in a long time. And he's like, dude, you're like explaining the 60s to me. Like, this was like the best thing, and it was like the best thing. You're explaining something everyone knows. And I'm like, yeah, but seriously, dude, you need to listen to these people. They're so good.
Maybe they think you're some kind of like, English, like nationalist, or you're like, they're the best, or something. But yeah, you know what? All right, do you discover things late, especially if your interest is like, rap music or hip hop music, you might miss the Beatles. So it's not too bad. That's not too bad. Well, look, Sid, if you want to either give us a report, every once in a while on Friends or the Beatles, all right?
Yeah, you start streaming at 4 o'clock more often. I'll give you a report. I'll give you a report about like all the crap shit shows that came out around there. Sorry if I'm swearing a lot. It's just something like Northern English people do.
You know what?
I don't want to be bleeped out. Like,
I'm afraid to have to. Hold on. Let me consult. Yeah. Sorry, but you are gonna have to be permabanned now, Sid. So that's too bad, man. He was a nice guy. He's a nice guy, but he was throwing around all that filth language, He's like, oh, oi, the Beatles, they're a bunch of C words, or whatever, We can't have that. Yeah, 4 p.m. stream is like the international stream, It's less, U.S.-centric. I'm doing imperialism on my crap, You know what I mean? Check out 2.5 Men if you really want to see something unfunny. Yeah, why are those shows like that? Why are those shows so soulless? I guess that's what happens when it's like, hey, all we really care about is ratings or whatever, or like getting memas and peepaws to watch. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
No.
I really don't know what you're talking about, but anyway, I should probably get going because I gotta file my report on Chelsea.
Okay, so you're filing reports on Chelsea Manning?
Yeah, so I'm in a relationship. Of course I am.
Okay, so when you're dating someone, that's just a normal thing.
Yeah, you write a report on them and you send it to the bureau.
Okay. So you're just straight up spying on
How dare you? I am not quote spying unquote on Chelsea Manning, okay? You little turd.
You little turd.
Yeah, you heard me. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it?
I don't know, just ban you?
No, you ain't banning. You ain't even banning Steve Bannon.
What?
You heard me. You heard me, moron. Anyway, I gotta go write my report. Detailing, various computer logins and websites that Chelsea's visiting and...
Okay, come on.
Yeah, normal relationship stuff. Anyway, I guess die.
You want me to die?
Yeah, I don't know, probably. You idiot, bye.
Jeez, that's not nice. Gilmore Girls is good though, right? I think I've seen some of that. They're like doing snippy snaps at each other.
They're like, actually,
that was the original Ben Shapiro, right? Gilmore Girls.
They're like, go. I got snappy lines.
Right? I think that's what inspired him to be Ben Shapiro. He's the Gilmore Girls. You know what I mean? Charlie Sheen is still winning. What's he doing? Is he still alive? Is he okay? People checking on him? All right, let's see. Oh, Ed L, are you there?
Yeah. Hey, Ed, what's up? How you doing?
Yeah.
Wow! Oh my god!
Oh, wow!
Can you hear me?
Oh, he's doing like AOC kind of stuff.
Wow!
AOC.
Ed.
Who's AOC?
She's a noise musician. She performed recently.
Oh, okay.
It sounded pretty good.
It's just my bunker here in Ukraine.
Oh, are you in Ukraine?
It's lagging. Yeah.
Are you really, Ed L? No lie.
Yeah. I'm in Ukraine and I am from Ukraine and
wow.
I'm kind of stuck here. So.
Can you tell us what's been your experience?
Well, I'm in the Western Ukraine. I guess one day just before, so I was talking to this client, from America who I was working with. I guess I can just tell him who it is. It's I work for Coffeezilla, the YouTube channel.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah. I'm the Ukrainian studio 3D guy designer.
Wow, you design his like backgrounds and stuff?
Yeah. All of the 3D stuff around them.
Really? Wow.
So
okay. This is
so
wow.
You
got a pretty interesting life going here, my friend.
Yeah, it's very interesting. It was very weirdly interrupted. And the thing is, I was about to like immigrate away from Ukraine. I was about to leave. I was like collecting papers and stuff.
Man.
To go live in Portugal. And I was like in the process, and all of the visas and this stuff is all very complicated. So literally the night before the invasion, like the evening before the invasion, because they started invading in the night, I was talking to Coffeezilla, like, oh yeah, I'm about to leave, I plan to do this and that, and I'm saved, and don't worry about me, whatever. And then I basically woke up to a bunch of his message, because he's in Texas, so it's night for him when it's day for for me, and vice versa. So I basically woke up to an air siren.
Oh my god.
Then I grabbed my phone, and I realized that I have like 20 messages about how everything is like happening from Steven. And I was like, oh, fuck.
Oh my god. Jeez. So now you're just stuck.
Yeah. So this is the part where I'm about to shit on Ukraine. I mean, not really, but yeah, there is this law that basically they don't allow, when there is a like martial law, they don't allow men to leave, basically.
Wow. Oh, because they want to, just in case they want to have you become part of the military.
Yeah. If like worst case scenario, so no one is. I guess at least someone is in the country, which I mean, obviously I don't agree with it, and
right,
whatever. I can get very mad about this, but yeah. But so far, because I'm in like a West Ukraine, so I used to live in Lviv, and Lviv is like a bigger city, and it still gets. Like some rockets can, it's in the West Ukraine, but some rockets can still come through all of the defenses. So from time to time they get, but now I'm in like a smaller town, so I guess I'm safe more or less, and I have to basically go to the safest part of my apartment every time there is a
like a siren or whatever.
Yeah.
Are you still able to? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like the entire night. I basically sometimes sleep in my bathtub, basically.
To avoid having to be woken up by this air siren?
No, I mean, I get woken up, I grab my blanket and my pillow, and I have some pillows stacked up in my bathtub, because it's the safest place in the apartment.
Right.
Like, it's far away from the windows.
Oh my god. You're talking about in case there's some kind of bomb hits or something.
Yeah. So usually it's like an explosion outside. It's very... So the chance of a rocket hitting... Like in Kiev right now, probably it's the best idea to like stick to the actual bomb shelters and the subway they have. But for me, like the worst case scenario, I guess, is something outside of the my windows blow and like windows shattering, and I'm getting cut by the glass.
Yeah, exactly. That would, jeez, that's pretty horrible to have to consider that. Are you able to sort of, generally, besides having to sleep in the bathtub and all this, are you generally able to live your life somewhat normally? I mean, do you go...
Yeah, I guess it's kind of surprising that everyone... So people do panic. Well, I guess they did, right? They panic, bought a bunch of stuff. But besides that, everything works, unless in like some occupied regions of the country, which is thankfully is like a small portion of the country is under... Well, I do have some like distant relatives actually in Kherson, which is now under Russia, like it's under Russian army, I guess. But here everything works, and internet works, and electricity. We recently got plugged into the. So we're not gonna be Texas. It's not gonna happen like it happens in Texas, basically, because we got plugged into the European network thing, the electricity thing.
Okay.
European grid.
Is that how you're getting internet too?
No.
Or
so for now, everything works just normally.
Okay.
No infrastructure was really damaged.
Okay.
But if... Sorry?
No, it makes sense.
Yeah. I'm just hearing myself a little louder than you, so I have to really... Yeah, everything works just normally, especially in my region of the country, and everyone kind of moved here from the southern and from the other regions that are more under threat and under bombings. everyone migrated here, so a lot of people. I'm kind of lucky, I guess, that they didn't have to move last minute and search for
Yeah,
apartments and stuff
exactly.
like this.
Well, have you been paying any attention to the sort of reaction from around the world to this? I mean, I've been, paying attention to how people on sort of, Twitter in the US are reacting to what's going on in Ukraine. Have you been paying any attention to that? Do you have any opinion on the way that the US is looking at this?
Oh, I have a lot of opinions on this. So, weirdly enough, I know we all like lefties here wanna shit on the US and like deservingly so, right? But I think if not for the US, I'm not saying that I would be dead, but some of my family, I guess, if not for the Western help and all of the, I guess, intelligence and like military intelligence and the weapons, we wouldn't be able to hold up like at all, because like what do you expect, like Ukraine to invent their own weapons or whatever?
Right. Yeah.
So all of
you
the
think
support,
you think that's the or one of the things keeping a sort of like resistance going?
Yeah, for sure. I don't think Putin was expecting anything quite like that, and also the sanctions are. I'm in favor of all of the like smartest way to do sanctions, but I don't feel bad for Russians at all, to be honest.
Well, I think the critiques I've heard about sanctions, mostly from people like Richard Wolff and mostly Americans in
Right.
who are paying attention to this stuff. American left, let's just say, they're concerned about people in Russia who have no part in the war, who many of them disagree with it, who are just like normal people, that the sanctions are going to hurt them for a long time economically. But you're feeling just sort of like that like you it sounds like you feel like they kind of either like there's no other choice, or like you're kind of like, well, you're also like you're directly being affected by this.
I mean, look, how much time do you got for me to talk
No,
about
go
this?
for it. Yeah,
Really?
go for it.
Yeah. One revealing thing that happened throughout this whole process, and while I'm not like a political content creator yet or whatever, I love politics. I love leftism. I consider myself an anarchist, and I follow a lot of the American stuff, and American politics are fun for me too. But of course, being Ukrainian in Ukraine is my entire life, basically. I also speak Russian, and not casually, like I'm able to speak Russian and know Russian, and I even have some family in Russia, and we get Russian media here, and basically after the 2014 whole extravaganza, the whole like revolution and ousting of the president here, which like I've been there too. I wasn't there for like the most hardcore parts of it, but I've been in Kiev at the moment. So back in 2014, I was basically seeing I was watching the entire like Russian-speaking internet turning on Ukraine, and basically like hate crime level shit, right? So all of a sudden, all Ukrainians are like subhuman Nazi scum. And
right, like when Putin was talking about denazification and all that stuff.
Yeah. So there is a lot of they created this kind of like propaganda framework how to justify, which is really in Russia it's like ethno-nationalist fascism, they say. Because a lot of the talking points are all about, they call it the Russian world, Ruski Mir, the Russian world, and the Russian world needs to be connected, and everyone who was a part of the Russian like empire or Soviet Union in the past is actually Russian, and they want to be a part of Russia, and they created this. So it's a long story. Basically, there are these talking points by Russian government and Putin himself. And now it was so disappointing for me to hear like basically half of the leftists' voices, like actually Richard Wolff and Hassan and I can't remember his name, some others, okay? Basically repeating all of the Russian propaganda. And I was fighting like with people in comments on Reddit for months, basically before the invasion. And now, yeah, it's connected. So apparently, so the conspiracies, you know, the RT stuff they've been doing, they brought a bunch of because Russia today is like internally in the country, domestically in Russia, they've been sieving this ethno-nationalism and posturing with how
RT has.
Yeah, Russian media, I mean.
Okay, because the only thing I know about RT, I mean, I've probably seen a little bit of RT, sort of like normal newscast, but the only thing I know about it is, or the only thing that I've really sought out from RT is Abby Martin and Chris Hedges, who are just, I'm sympathetic to them because they're critics of the US who happen to be able to work at RT because probably RT likes that. So I have to say, just in terms of RT, I'm very sympathetic to, at very least, them, because they're just people who were kind of ousted from U.S. media because they were critical of stuff that I think they should be critical for. So I don't, I mean, I don't think you're doing this, but I don't want to totally throw RT out the window completely. But
well, RT employees are not. Not all of them like created this master plan, you know. But that's what I mean.
That's what's coming from the top,
ethno-nationalism.
Sort of. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. I can tell you another story actually about how like clever Russian propaganda works within Russia. But after this, so internally they've been doing this whole ethno-nationalism. Russia is the best, and everyone who's this Russian world thing, and Ukrainians are all Nazis, all of that crap. And it's been tough talking to any like Russian relatives ever since 2014. But worldwide, they've been basically on RT all over the world. They've been inviting these anti I can't pronounce it correctly. Anti-American imperialism people, right? Like leftists and so on and so on. So, like Richard Wolff, for example, he's been on RT like a bunch.
Okay.
And the talking point, basically, I guess their strategy was, and apparently it didn't work because I don't know, some other more like just like neoliberal part of the American media wasn't involved in this whole process, but basically soften up the support for Ukraine from the outside with like all of these whataboutisms, like what about Iraq, what about Iran, whatever you heard, like, oh, Russia is attacking, but what about America is bad actually, but what about, so this is what I was hearing, and this is what was very disappointing and I guess telling. When I hear, because I know, I guess from experience, how like full of shit Russia and Russian government is.
So
And when I hear just
do you think they were kind of like employing American leftists to sort of to, you think, like further certain talking points, or like for example Richard Wolff, who's probably, you know, I don't know all his stuff. I heard a little bit. I think he did one of his shows about Ukraine and Russia. I don't remember exactly what he was talking about. But you think that the Russian propaganda machine was kind of using American leftists to sort of, I don't know, like muddy the waters in terms of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely, that's the term, muddy the waters. That's for sure what's happening, because you can't really get them on the payroll to say whatever you want, but you can just be nice to them and employ them and make them write some articles for RT, and what they want is America bad type content anyway,
But
right?
I don't have too much of a problem with like, that's my thing about, you know, I listened to a long interview with Abby Martin. I don't have a problem with that. I mean, if that's the only place they can get an amplifier for what they're saying, you know, I don't, because then whatever, they're just, their interests are matching the Russian government.
Yeah, in an
wants.
absolute, in like a vacuum, for sure. But then when it comes to any Russian, like in this case, straight up a imperialist invasion, all of a sudden, it's kind of like when all of these companies employ like cancer researchers to be researching about cigarettes. Like, I didn't have a problem with researchers working for these companies, but you know how this works. They will bury information. They will.
It sounds like
basically
you're
muddy the waters.
Like you're saying, it sort of depends on the context. Like with the cigarette example, it's sort of like like if you're doing research, what really should be the main focus with cigarettes is like letting people know how dangerous they are, instead of just having researchers sort of you know, you employing researchers. But I have to say, like, I mean, I don't know enough about the, like, something like RT, like what RT's doing the rest of the time, but I feel like most of these American leftists who are and look, like, I think they should be critical of the United States government
Yeah, for sure.
and the State Department and all that stuff too. At the same time, I feel like I don't think you're going to get a lot of pressure. You're not going to get pushback from Richard Wolff if you ask him, like, hey, Putin's bad, right? Hey, Russia's bad, right? Like, I think they're kind of
you should see his video on the topic, actually, because Richard Wolff straight up made like a basically somehow, some way, Richard Wolff and like QAnon conspiracy theorists from I've seen that interview on the Channel 5, the YouTube Channel 5. Somehow the conspiracies that Richard Wolff says align with the QAnon things, because Richard Wolff was like, oh, the Ukraine stuff on the TV, it's actually a distraction from the prices going up in America and inflation and stuff like this. That was his point. He was like, like muddying the water. I don't know what's his interest there, but that was his take, basically. Oh, you don't have to think about it. You don't have to support Ukraine, or like it doesn't really matter.
It sounds right. It sounds like, I mean, we could probably agree on this. It sounds like there's, so I think being a critic of things about the U.S. is good, but also, like, it sounds like you want people to take a stance, like what Russia did. And by the way, I totally agree with this, which is that Russia is the aggressor in this situation. What they're doing is absolutely horrible and wrong. I think, like, I can totally I can get with you on that, like 100%. Is that
I
people
think
need to be clear, like who, like what side is like causing, what side started a war, basically.
yeah, I just don't want. So I don't care if you just wanna, not you specifically, but I mean like every American dollar. If you just don't want to think about it or don't talk about it, like that's fine. What I basically want is for the left, especially, to just look into this more and stop repeating like ethno-nationalist, fascist Russian like dictators' talking points,
Mm-hmm.
or justifying all of the like propaganda stuff, like the NATO thing, which is like just doesn't even make any sense. Somehow, basically, what they say is like in Russia, like Russia attacking Ukraine is somehow defending Russia from the NATO aggression,
Yeah,
or the
that
language they use
that
like
that I would
NATO
totally,
expansion.
yeah, that I would totally just like logically, a bunch of people made the point like now you
Yeah.
have way more of a reason why you would want some kind of NATO type thing expanded, because now Russia looks like a lunatic. The Russian government looks like a lunatic, like, loose cannon, ready to start a war government. So that does,
Yeah,
I agree with you. That just like logically doesn't work.
the argument that I'm always like bringing up is just look at the Wikipedia page about Russian military involvements,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll see that from the year of Soviet Union falling apart,
Mm-hmm.
from the year one, Russia is involved in wars, and then ever since they are somewhere doing something, they're always involved. And for these other governments who got into NATO in the region here, neighboring Ukraine,
Mm-hmm.
like Estonia, Lithuania, they actually been threatened. Basically, the story goes like Russia is like, hey, we're gonna invade you, or like do what we want, trade with us however we want, or we're gonna invade you. And those are like countries that have like literally a population of million plus people.
Right.
So Russia is like, we're gonna invade you, or do whatever we want, and also using the same pretenses. So they're like, we're gonna invade you to protect ethnically Russian people in there. And because of like Soviet Union and Stalinism, actually a lot of, basically Stalin was forcibly like relocating people everywhere. So a lot of Russian speaking people are everywhere in post-Soviet Union, right? So in Estonia, Latvia, whatever. And right after they get into NATO, because that's literally one thing they can do. They will align their interest even more with the West, or they will adapt to the NATO whatever agreement is, and do it.
Well, I want to fire a few questions at you from the crowd. I agree with you. One thing you said I think is important, which is like that people should not just sort of believe talking points or anything like that, but look at the history and do their own research and talk to people who are there. I think that's a good point. But somebody asked about the no-fly zone. What's your opinion on the no-fly zone?
Oh yeah. So my opinion is, I guess I don't support it, because yeah, it implies basically like either what like NATO involvement, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, it would be like we're gonna. It's basically like a declaration of war from NATO, right? That's what if we were like there's a no-fly zone, and then
Yeah,
like
I
the
guess
direct
it's
involvement
like a
of Americans.
nice, yeah, it's like a nice way of, it's like a more nuanced way of involving like NATO in here. But what I think is just regardless of I get why the Ukrainian government would want it and request it and say it publicly, but I don't think it's ever gonna happen, and I don't think I support it either. Like I would rather, which is like now I'm in a tough spot then. Like how, so it depends what comes of it, right? Because NATO can easily defeat any Russian army. Like it's not even a question.
Mm-hmm.
But then at the risk of like nuclear war, or maybe other countries don't want to get involved. But then it's kind of a dilemma, you know. I don't know. But I
Yeah.
just don't think it's gonna happen. I just
Yeah,
don't think it's a possibility.
It doesn't seem like it's gonna happen, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. That would be like a serious escalation. But it's really good to hear from you because, you know, I think a lot of this is becomes abstract to us people who are kind of paying attention to it from afar, and I think we just get easily sort of swept up in, you know, narratives and especially, I don't know if you pay attention to this here, especially in the US on social media,
Right.
is that people are just like, I think they're just using it as a way to like argue with each other and like kind of like signal you know, signal stuff about their own identity rather than like wanting to really know what's going on, and I don't know, maybe try to really understand it. So yeah, it's really good to hear from you. Will you send me a direct message, because we should talk again soon for sure.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm a big fan. I gotta say, you're like one of the funniest people I came across on YouTube, and I have no
Aw.
idea why don't you have like 1 million subscribers yet?
Oh, Ed, that's way too nice. I don't deserve that, and I'm a big fan of you, and I hope we can talk again soon. And I hope I'm so sorry that, you know, I mean, it sucks. Like, obviously, I
Yeah,
think, like, you know, we both wish that this never would have happened, and you don't have to be like, you know, sleeping in your bathtub and all this stuff. But please come back. Like, hit me up on the DM, and let's talk again soon. It'd be cool to just hear from you, you know, at least like on the streams, you know.
Okay. I just sent you a DM.
Hell yeah. All right. I love you, buddy.
Okay.
Take
Hey,
care.
I was always meaning to ask you
Yeah.
one thing. Do you make music at all?
I try
Do you
to.
actually make the beats?
I try. No, most of those beats that I play, like in the videos, are just those sort of uncopyrighted YouTube tracks. But every once in a while, I'll put something.
Because you have this innovation circuit, right?
Yeah, I do. I do have. I'm glad you noticed that. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Are
I
you?
was
Wait. Okay. Before we let you go, are you a music guy? Like, do you have one of these Novation Circuit things? What's your musical interest?
Well, I just got I don't know. I just been making music because I needed some sound design for some projects, for like CG stuff, and then I just got into like making some music randomly, and I was doing some streams with it. I have this modular. Do you know about modular stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I wish I
Like,
had more time and money to like buy some of that stuff, but yeah, I
yeah,
love.
but I have one of the virtual modular programs.
Oh yeah, I've
So
seen those, like the VST ones.
yeah. There's one VCV rack, and there is one also on. I guess it's everywhere, but basically, it's called Bespoke Synth, and it has a bunch of modules, and it's also it's very straightforward to use. Yeah, it's fun, and I keep buying like music MIDI input stuff, even though I can barely play. But
well, hell yeah,
yeah.
put some links in the chat, and yeah, well, let's talk about this next time. Maybe we could do a music review.
Yeah, maybe we can make some sort of jam or something together.
Hell yeah, I love it. Okay, Ed, I'll talk to you on DM. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, nice talking to you.
Bye. Wow. Good guy.
Wow. I feel sort of like my bits were kind of a little frivolous.
Yeah, because you're not.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with it being invaded by another country.
Right. You're just sort of
losing my baby.
That's right. That's right. Grimes, not really living up to her potential, many say. Well, I hope it was really good to talk to Ed. I hope he's okay. I hope he makes it through okay. And we will start a synth group. Let's talk to a few more people that will get out of here. You know how Sam Cedar says that? Let's talk to this guy. Ro Connor? Are you there?
Uber cars.
I am here. I'm here.
Hey, what's up, man? You got a little gravelly microphone sound. I like it. What's up? What's up with you?
Me? I'm about to leave work here. I'm glad I called into the tech channel.
Hell yeah.
Channel.
Are you talking through like a sort of like one of like a cassette recorder from the early 90s or something?
I wish I just got these Bluetooth headphones.
Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah, I was constantly getting wrapped up in my headphones. So I got these high-end Bluetooth.
That's the worst. That's the worst. I do that with the mask. You know, I have these like wireless Bluetooth headphones that have like the wire, and then I'll put a mask over it if I need to go in somewhere, and then it's just like I spent like 4 hours trying to untangle the mask from the headphones, you know?
Yeah, that's modern life. But funny talking about gear. I haven't been able to listen to the live show for a while, but I'm glad that you have picked up the banner of Vincent Gallo, because when I first was listening to the live show, there's a lot of trash talk of Mr. Gallo.
Well, yeah, that one guy would come in. The one guy would come in and just say Vincent Gallo sucks, but you're a Vincent Gallo fan.
Yeah, I'm a Vincent Gallo stan. There's a funny gear thing. I don't know if you know about this, because you know he's like a weird music art dude. He does this thing to this very day where he'll go and corner the market on like specific gear. Like, well, I don't know anything about music tech, but like a specific like 80s synth, and he'll go and he'll buy up all of the that specific model so he can corner the market and then like potentially resell them at profit because he's the only guy who has it. So I think that's a pretty cool little scam that he's got going on.
Yeah, he seems like one of the.
I don't know how effective it is.
He seems like one of those guys who's always looking for some weird little angle to like make money. You know, he tried to be an escort at one point. You know, he's trying to be.
A good job.
He's a bit of a pervert.
Have you seen the Vincent Gallo movie? I think it's called L.A. Without a Map. No. He just acts in it. He's great. You will love it because he's this L.A. stoner, and like his whole script is just like drops. Every single line is just a hilarious Vincent Gallo drop line. So if you can dig it up, it's from like the late 90s. It's like pre-Buffalo 66.
Right. So he's just acting in somebody's movie, but Julie Delpy is in it.
Julie Delpy is in it, yeah.
All right, man. Julie Delpy was like pretty big in the 90s. All right, I'm going to watch this. So it's just him being him. You think I'll get a bunch of drops out of this?
Yeah, he's a supporting character. He's just like this LA stoner dude, and he's just constantly dropping stoner lines. I can't think of any. I don't know any of them.
Sort of a Brad Pitt in True Romance situation.
Yeah, a very similar vibe, but way grittier, way like more like this guy. Like maybe he is an actual like stoner, like weirdo loser.
Mm-hmm. Maybe he is. All right. Well, Rakoner, love you, buddy. Talk to you soon.
I love you. Thanks. Have a good one. Bye.
You too. Bye. Good guy. Nice guy. Good suggestion. Well, guys, maybe we'll do some rapid fire. LA Without a Map. Seems like something that I would have seen. I gotta watch it. Good suggestion. Okay, we will.
Let's get some, let's read some of the rest of these, chats or something. Let's do the rest of these discards.
Okay, who are you, the producer?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna produce the show now. I think I'm making a career change.
Okay, why?
I need to keep myself busy, you know, because, you know, what?
Why not spend that time looking for your baby?
I'm kind of over it. I'm kind of over the baby thing now.
Okay, great. All right, let's take a few. I'm gonna try to get this stupid background music. Oh, God. Okay. Cassandra, are you there?
Hi.
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Are you there?
Yes,
Whoa!
can you hear me?
I can hear my stupid, obnoxious voice. What's going
Yeah,
on?
sorry. Okay, I have muted that now. Can
Hell
you hear
yeah.
me okay?
Cassie, what up?
Okay, so I'm going to make mine brief since we are towards the end of the show. So, me and some friends, I mean, I say have stumbled on, like, not really, but we've recently just kind of realized that our state government here in Tennessee, like, is probably running an illegal fee scheme, like, through the DMV as, like, a compensation for, like, a lack of tax revenue, if that makes sense. And, like, I'll spare you some of the more boring details, but, like, what we found is that, like, the state tax coffers have been so, like, depleted of money over just, like, a complete and total refusal over, like, multiple decades of, like, all Republican governments.
Right, yeah.
Taxes. And so that has created its own problem. And what we've noticed is that two things. So there was recently a federal case brought by two Tennessee residents trying to get a class certification for all Tennessee drivers who have had their driver's licenses revoked. Okay, and the reason that case was initially heard by a federal judge was because they were alleging that there was a due process violation and I think some 10th and 8th Amendment violations, I want to say.
Right, yeah.
And so the entire crux of the problem is that you can have your license suspended not just for fines and fees like happens in many other states, but you can also there's no notice period, right? Like they don't send you a thing in the mail. And so like a lot of people get their licenses suspended without even knowing it, and so like end up falling really deep into these debt holes because like they get stopped on traffic stops.
That's
because,
a classic scam. They do that in a bunch of different ways here where I live too. There's a private company that runs the toll roads or the tolls.
Yes. Text tag. I know exactly.
You remember this, right? Because you'll go through and then they'll say, "Oh yeah, just pay us later," and then in a month they send you a bill. They're like, "You never paid, so now you owe $100." But what I realized is, you know, this happened to me probably like 10 times where they're like, "You owe us $100 for $1 toll," and I'll just say, "I'll give you the $1 now," and they're like, "No, we want the 100," and then I'll just be like, "I'm just gonna hang up," and then they're like, "Fine, we'll take the $1."
Yeah. No, okay. Well, and private toll operators are known for like really like what you're describing is like very obviously a violation of the law, right?
Yeah.
But like because they're like private operators, they're able to get away with it a lot more. So, and what's happening here is this is actually happening at the state level. They're revoking driver's licenses without notifying people. And so what happens is they get pulled over during traffic stops because when person whose name it's registered to has a valid driver's license, and if not, you initiate the stop, right? And so a lot of these people, not knowing that their driver's license is invalid because they were never given notice, are arrested. Oftentimes they're given felonies. They're told to plead down to misdemeanors, and they're given like over the course of this whole process, like the average court fees that somebody racks up is somewhere between like $5,000 and $15,000.
Do you know, because I think you know about how this works in Texas. For a while, they actually got sued. I think it was they got sued because they were doing a thing where if you didn't have insurance when you're driving, you got these like crazy fees, like out of control. Then somebody sued them. It was found to be unconstitutional or whatever. Sued them, and then they never like gave the money back or anything. Like what you're describing is like it happens in like a lot of states where they come up with these money making scams, which is like it's a big critique. If you ever read that book, The End of Policing, it's a big critique on police too, because if anybody doesn't know, like most of what police do is not like fighting violent crime. Most of it is these kind of ticketing, raising money and stuff like this. And like, man, oh man, like I knew people, and you know, I've had tickets like this myself where it's just purely, a big thing that it is, it's punishing people for being poor. Like if you don't have car insurance, you're struggling financially. That's what that is. To layer another burden of like massive fees, and I think it was called like SR22, whatever, like these weird payments that you have to go through, is like they really are just punishing poor people. Like that's like the whole purpose. But will you DM me? This sounds like a bigger investigation. Will you DM me on this?
Yeah, sure. On my way out, I just want to say a couple of things. First of all,
it is disgusting.
I don't know if that came up or not, but
perfect.
But it is. Okay,
I picture these as keychains. Like people have these keychain things where they press the buttons. Well,
and the final thing that I do want to say also is really crazy. Our state DMV, when you take the written test, has like a 68% fail rate on the first go.
Oh my god!
And that's of people who like read the manual and study the material as they're supposed to, because the state doesn't provide any guides other than the manual, but then will ask really obscure and arcane procedural questions about state law, like upon second conviction of driving while intoxicated but not under the influence of alcohol,
oh my god,
the minimum fine is how much and how many days is it, you know, like just completely and these things do technically exist in the manual, but like it's these really arcane procedural questions that people are literally meant to get wrong so that people keep paying like application fees, testing fees, whatever.
Unbelievable.
It is disgusting.
It is disgusting. Cassie, DM me. We'll talk about this more. I want to hear more about his investigation. Okay, rapid fire. Ambassador, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Ambassador alert! Well, let's do rapid fire. Can you give us a quick what up?
What up?
Give us a quick summary of what you want to say.
Okay, let me just okay, I'll tell you. I wanted to call in and tell you guys about a crazy dream that I had.
Oh, let me guess. It's gonna be about Bert
Kreischer. No.
What's the other guy's name? Tom Segura.
No.
Okay.
No.
Would
For
you
once, this isn't about Tom Segura.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
But so you know how I told you guys that my dad passed away over the holidays, right?
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry. That sucks.
Nah,
You're over it. You're over it. You're over it.
I've been over it. No, I'm just kidding. Well, listen. No. So listen. But he finally came to me in a dream the other night.
Are you aware?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. I had my first dream about my deceased father, and you know how they say that that's supposedly supposed to be them like visiting you in your dreams or whatever, their like soul or whatever. I don't know.
I don't like it. I don't like that. I don't like that. So look, if you want to, if my dead relatives want to talk to me, just bang on a dresser or something. Don't invade my dreams, you pervert family members.
Right? Especially because he brought an uninvited guest with him.
Oh no, who? Tom Segura.
No, stop.
Okay.
That would be, I don't know. No, not Tom Segura. Jordy Peterman.
Oh, your dad and Jordan Peterson.
I dreamt about my dad and Jordy Peterman, and they were like They were all like fucking buddy, like palled up together in the dream.
Oh, your two dads, America's or the world.
Oh God.
The dad of the quote unquote West, Jordy Peterman, and then your dad. Wow, that's a pretty bad dream. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, it was really weird. I don't remember it happened a while ago, and I haven't had a chance to call in since it happened, so I don't really remember the details. But I will say this: Jordy and my dad do have one thing in common.
What is it?
Both of their daughters hate them.
Oh man, Okay, well, look, you're the what's her name? But you're the Michaela Peterson of this show now. All right.
Okay, that'll be my new name.
All right, bye. Love you, Em.
Good to talk to you. Bye.
Good. She's a good one. Eat Burgers, are you there?
Yo, what's up, dude?
Hey, what's up, bro? What's up, man? How you doing?
Good. I mean, I've been trying to get on for a while now because I wanted to ask you if you knew about the famous political YouTuber that's been giving you shout-outs on their streams.
MajorityReport.com?
Oh, no, even better. Maybe not as big, but better.
Who is it?
It is the Rational National.
I know. We're kind of like buds on Twitter. I'm always responding to his tweets. He's got some good tweets. Seems like a nice guy. Is he Canadian?
Yeah.
He's Canadian, right?
Yeah, he's Canadian, but I was like so surprised. He's like, yeah, I watch all his vids. You guys should all check him out. And I was like, he doesn't seem like the type of guy to watch your videos, so I just thought it was funny.
He seems really nice. I want to be bros with him, you know? He's one of those guys that's like, hey, can we be... I think he has a baby now, you know, so I'll be like, hey, can we be bros? You know, I'll ask him if we can be bros.
Yeah, you guys should do vlogs together and stuff.
Yeah, maybe he'll come on. Well, yeah, thanks for the heads up on that. It's cool. Yeah, that's so nice of people to like shout out smaller channels, you know. What a cool guy.
All right, goodbye, RM. I love you.
Love you. Eat burgers. Stay safe and eat some of those burgers, all right, for us.
Yeah.
Bye. Good guy. Classic guy. Jaguar, are you there?
Yeah.
Hi.
What up, Jaguar?
Hi.
What up? Wait, let me just put you on silent or make the YouTube silent. Okay, good.
Hell yeah.
How are you?
Hey, what's up? What's up with you? What's going on?
First time I catch you during afternoon. Usually I have to stay up till 4.
Where are you? Are you in Europe somewhere?
Yeah, I'm in Germany.
Oh, you're in Germany. Oh, how's things in Germany?
Interesting.
Are things a little tense?
Yeah, they're tense for sure. It's similar like in the US, where you have got lots of people kind of duped by Russian propaganda. You have those here as well.
Right.
I have one brother who is like a Russian puppet kind of guy. Corona denier, QAnon, everything. Every
really?
conspiracy, he's always into them.
It seems like a lot of these Marjorie Taylor Greene types are very, they're very... It's kind of weird. They're very into Russia. I don't know what's up. Maybe it's because is it simply because people were saying that Trump had something to do with Russia? Is that what's going on there with these like MAGA people?
Well, I think for the leaders of like right-wing organizations and RT and whatever, those guys get paid to say what they do, and then they get an audience, and some people just fall for it. Like the audience, they're just useful idiots.
Yeah.
But those like in political positions, I'm sure they're getting money from Russia to say what they're saying, including Trump.
Oh.
And then the nice thing is, I have another brother who is married to Ukrainian, and we have family in Kiev. Some of them already got out. But
That's
so
good.
like it's a nice family feud inside our family with people being very pro-Ukrainian, me included.
Right.
And
then
one brother trying to say, oh no, it's NATO's fault and blah blah blah. And,
right.
You know.
Right. Wow. It's hitting home. It's hitting close to home.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, Jaguar, will you keep us updated? I want to hear what's going on. You know, you dealing with these family these family geopolitical situations.
Sure.
All right. Well, I hope everything's going good in Germany. I want to visit Germany. If I visit, will you show me what to do?
Yeah, I live in Berlin. I can show good sites. And
Berlin's fun, right? Is there lots of
Berlin
seems really fun. There's lots.
You can do everything. This is like the most liberal place on the planet.
Is there a lot of
go to the proper nightclubs? Yeah.
Are there these nightclubs that like people go to where it's like impossible to get in? Like
one that's the most impossible to get in is here in Berlin.
What do you have to do to get into that nightclub?
Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
All right. Well, we got to figure. This might be a thing on the show.
There is a Berlin YouTuber who gives some tips on how to get in. I can link it to you in a DM if you like.
Yeah, send me a link. I kind of want to know like what do people have to do to get into this thing? All right. Well, Jaguar, good to talk to you. Love ya, and talk to you soon. Bone, what up, Bone? What's up, Bone?
Hi.
What up, man? Happy 420.
Happy 420, Bone. What are you blazing a bone?
I'm always blazing.
Ooh, I love it. Well, J-Bone, what's up with you? Give us a quick update.
I wanted to call your attention to a article that was published today by the Austin American-Statesman.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with that publication.
I'll read you a headline. It's the perfect confluence of neoliberal, PMC, and tech bra ideology.
Is that what the Austin American Statesman is about? It's just like kind of that.
That's all it was about, especially during South by.
Oh yeah.
South by. Good. Floating cities address the global housing crisis. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it.
Read it one more time.
Could floating cities address the global housing crisis?
Could floating cities?
RM, what we have to do is we have to flood Lake Travis.
Yeah.
Times more, just so it's flat water. Then we could build mobile homes on the flat water to address the housing crisis.
I was picturing that like BioShock. Remember that BioShock world where it was like a city in the. They want to build a steampunk city where everybody's like pedaling a bicycle that's connected to a blimp?
Oh, it's all a dream. They've already done this in like the UAE and the Arabian, but it's all rich people because you're not actually, redistributing equity.
Yeah, it's the same thing as like going to Mars. It's just like it's offensive in that they're just kind of like fantasizing about these sort of wild ideas instead of sort of doing the necessary crap, right?
Not fixing the core issue.
Exactly.
Pushing it in the road.
J-Bone, I love this. If you could keep us updated on like weird stuff like that, I think this would be a beautiful segment. I love you.
I'll post the link on the Discord. Love you too. Great community, man. Keep it up.
All right, J-Bone, love you. Talk to you later. He's the best. He's one of the best. He's one of the best, I would say. All right, last two Discords. Toiletist, are you there?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hold on, somebody wants to talk to you.
Hey, guess who?
Oh, hi, Grimes.
Question alert.
Uh-oh, question alert.
Question alert. How many of my albums do you own?
I gotta say 0.
No.
And I don't own a Tesla, so there's also that.
Even worse.
Oh my God, she's being very dramatic. Well, that's too bad. I mean, who cares? She's sort of a pain. Anyway, who cares?
She really is. She really is.
Not a great guest. Well, what's up with you, Toiletist?
I was going to give you a hard time for something, but given the somber and very important call that we took from that gentleman in Ukraine, I'm gonna not. But it was International Muscular Day on March 11th.
Ooh.
You know, yeah, and so you missed that, and but that's okay because today is International Awkward Moment Day, so you can feel a little bit awkward about it.
All right, happy International Awkward Moment Day.
Happy belated International Muscular Day to you.
Oh wait, hold on. Somebody has.
Or as I call it, every day of my life.
Oh my God, Grimes, come on.
She's a problem. She really is.
All right, toiletist, go ahead.
Yeah, I have a thought on how we can make the stream more accessible to Europe and North America without requiring two streams.
Ooh,
I want to talk to you about that offline later because it's a bit of an analytics and algorithms conversation.
Ooh, okay.
But we can do that later. There's a little funny thing going on in the Discord that I don't know if you're aware of.
Oh, you know what? Like, I've looked at that Discord. There's a lot of pervert stuff going on, right?
So you have a very common effect on our relationships with our partners.
Alienation?
It's something like this. I'll give you the example of my boyfriend, who, by the way, is visiting me next weekend, and he's probably going to be pissed off that on one of his 3 days I'm on this channel probably, but you know, he needs to understand priorities, right?
Yeah.
So almost everyone has the same story where it was where their partner's like, I get it. I get why you like this RM guy so much. You know, he reminds me of you. He's goofy, he's politically aware, etc., etc. Now, my boyfriend took it a little farther. He added, he's annoying, and then he said, but it's okay from you because I love you. So I don't know where.
Oh, very nice. See, that might be a keeper. I feel like that's a keeper right there.
Well, we'll see after I watch the live stream next weekend in his presence. He finds me extremely annoying. He says this channel sounds like one of those toys where you press the different buttons and they make different sounds, which is a pretty accurate review. I couldn't argue.
I mean,
with him.
I gotta say, I think he's exactly right.
He really is.
But
I got a
please
smart one. I'm lucky. You know?
You're keep us updated on what's going on with this visit, and yeah, let us know. Let us know how this is destroying your relationship. All right,
will do. A couple of other real quick things if there's time for it.
Okay, quick, rapid fire.
Yeah, YouTube is sentient and it's developed a sense of humor. It literally recommended, it knows that I watch your channel and that I watch a shit ton of transit and urban planning channels, and it literally recommended a channel called RM Transit to me.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So we were in the Discord, we were talking about how it would be funny if you did the channel because you could walk around subway systems with your soundboard and say like, excuse me, do you know where to find the toilet? You know what I mean? Or something like that, right? Didn't happen. And one last really quick thing. I just want to give a shout out to Pian. I purchased one of his VHS boxes,
Yes.
and it is such a beautiful piece of art, and it's so well made.
That's gonna make Pian so happy. Hold on, wait, Toiletist, somebody wants to talk to you.
Hey man, if you ever need voice for some kind of transit system, you know, I would like to audition. Check this out. The train is now coming. Please get that ass away from the platform, you piece of crap.
That's pretty
You
good.
know what's funny is that I was gonna ask Zizek if he's seen the picture of himself floating around the Discord eating hot dogs, but we can save that for next week, maybe.
All right.
You know,
I'm gonna call you TT from now on, okay?
You do what you need to do. You know what I mean? But yeah, great community, and you know, we will talk in the future.
All right, love you, TT. Bye bye. Because it's a lot to say. The toiletist. So just TT. Well, guys, was there one more guy? Was it Weirdo? Weirdo, you've been waiting for a long time, right?
Hi.
Oh my God, there's a picture. There's a picture. It's called the New Orleans Athletic Club. Somebody posted this picture in the Discord, and it says Nathan J. Robinson is now getting ripped. He's trying to get yoked.
Yuck.
What do you think of that?
Question mark. Next question.
It's sort of like how Carrot Top got real jacked or whatever. But anyway,
Yeah.
Weirdo, what up?
Hey man,
Hey, what's up, bro? Me too, I'm here. Say hello to me too.
is Bjorn, I really like your series. Is Beta Boys, the cinema of the film is pure ideology.
This is very offensive to me. What you're doing now hurts my feelings.
Oh my god, it's like
You
talking to Linera.
You like Beta Boys?
I love Beta Boys. Oh my gosh, that is like I really enjoy the actually like the sort of like what's the word? What's that word? Like it's a sort of like
suspense,
unhinged humor. Like
Okay.
it's like, do I feel like I have to laugh or do I like? Should I laugh at this moment? But like I like that feeling and I really love that's what Beta Boys does for me. Like
Aw.
I'm like.
That's so nice. That's so nice. Yeah, like I don't really, I wrote a couple of those episodes, but like the editor and all that, they put way more work into it. So it's really nice of you to say that stuff takes so much time, So it's cool that you like it. I think they're trying to figure out a way to make more of them. So yeah, if you have any suggestions on things you want to see, like hey, hit me up,
Oh, yo. I feel like I like it the way it is. I don't want to give any more suggestions because like if I feel like I give more suggestions, then I just kind of like get lost in the art. Like
right.
Like, and I also like it how things are not really explained much, and like with like the weird transitions, like with was it the cat? Was it cat?
Oh yeah, there's a talking cat.
Yeah, bro. That was I was so weirded out, but at the same time, like inside, I was literally cracking up. Like I couldn't stop laughing.
I love, what I like? Like, I mean, it's one like advantage we have, but I like movies, or not movies, but I like little videos where you could tell like people used like little resources they had, like the cat. Like a friend of mine has a young daughter, and it's like, wouldn't it be funny if the cat was like a kid's voice, and like I don't know, I like that when it's like people, you could tell that like people are just like using whatever they have around, and it kind of makes it, I don't know, more interesting. So but I'm glad you liked it, weirdo. I'm gonna try to get them to make more.
Yeah, it kind of gives me like David Lynch vibes. I don't know if that was the aesthetic that you guys were going for, but like it's like sort of like similar for me in the sense.
Oh, I love it. That's so nice, weirdo. Well, please come back so we can talk more. I love you. I'm gonna get them to make more Beta Boys, and I'll talk to you later. I don't know why this is so funny. Nathan J. Robinson getting yoked. him in this weird New Orleans gym. Check that out in the what is this one called? The Everyone's Scared chat. Chippy, I know Chippy, let's talk next time. Because what time is it? Okay, yeah, we're way over. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you to
Right.
And
Me too, goddammit. I love to be on.
Okay, don't go into a whole thing.
Being on this show reminds me of early Soviet Union, where this guy Trotsky, he would.
Okay, you're going into a whole monologue.
No, give me 1 second, please. Please, do not interrupt me again. I will jump kick you.
Enough with the threats.
So back in 1930s.
No, don't go into a whole thing.
I have all my papers here. Back in 1930s, so World War One, blah blah blah, and then, do you know this? There was World War One.
Yes.
Then there was World War II.
Okay, it sounds like you're just kind of trying to stay on the line.
No, that's not true. That is such bullcrap.
Okay. Well, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. We got Slavoj Žižek, kind enough. Oh, we got a weird shadow now in OBS, I love you guys. Nathan J. Robinson, he's getting yoked. He's trying to get it jacked, I think he's been watching Hassan Piker. He's like, I want to do that too. I want to be some kind of oddly some kind of oddly ripped guy. Bye-bye, everybody. Talk to you soon.